Shalom. First off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of the great millstone who rule well, who taught us this truth. And sincere peace and citation to all the Akim that's pushing this word of truth and its sincerity. This is Brother Ganan from DC Camp. Come back at you with a quick video. Shouldn't be long at all. Entitled "It Lord's Will," that we belong to the Lord. You know, and I'm just going to start off with the order that was set up from the beginning, man. This is 1 Corinthians 11 and 1, and it reads, "Be ye followers of me, even as I am also of Hamashiach." You know, it says, verse 2, it says, "Now I praise ye, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinance as I delivered them to you." Right, the ordinance is the order that is delivered unto us, and we are to keep that. You know, you got to keep your eyes single in this truth. You know, understand who you belong to. This is the order that was given to us. You know, and this is talking to the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This is for no one else. You know, this is the order that we are to keep. Verse 3, it says, "But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach." You know, so the head of the man, you know, the head of the men of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, is Hamashiach. You know, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. His true name is Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. You know, and that's the head of us. That's who we are to follow and who we answer to. You know, that's the order that was delivered unto us. And it says, "And the head of the woman is the man." Right, you know, we're the head of the woman, man. And there's a certain order that has to be kept with these women, the nation of Israel. And if these women, if you're dealing with a woman that can't get with that, she's not to be with you, because she's not keeping that order. Our job is to follow directions. And this is the direction that was given to us, man. You know, we belong to the Lord. So if she's getting out of order, then she's making you get out of order by not listening to the order. If you keeping her, you can't keep her. You know, you following directions. If she can't get down with the order, then she ain't to be with you, man. You know, it's very simple. Our heads, who we answer to, said that we are to keep this order. If a woman don't want you to be her head, you know, if she want to be equal or over you, then you got to let that go. You know, I'm going to read verse 3 again. It says, "But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High." Right, so the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh, man. You know, who the world ignorantly just belittled down to the word God. You know, we are married to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. We belong to them, man. You know, this is Jeremiah 6 and 2. It says, "I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman." Right, you know, that's what the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, has looked at us, man. We are the daughter of Zion. You know, that consists of the nation of Israel, to a comely woman, a woman that damn, I can't look it up. What does the word comely mean? But it's self-explanatory, pretty much. You know, he's likened to a comely and delicate woman, man. You know,
it means beautiful,
like a beautiful woman. You know, so we was chosen from the beginning, man. We belong to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know, I'm gonna jump to 2 Corinthians 11 and 2. You know, it says, "For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy. For I have espoused you to one husband." And that's talking to the nation of Israel. Who's that one husband? Is Yahweh Shai, man. You know, Yahweh. You know, we're being prepared for that marriage, man. You know, we're being prepared to be married to our Lord, man. It says, "For I'm jealous over you with a godly jealousy." Right, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is jealous, man. As the scriptures say, for jealousy is the rage of a man. You know, if you see your woman starting to give attention to another man, you're going to get what? Jealous. You know? And that's exactly what it is to us, man. We are to focus on Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah, man, and follow their orders, man. Just as your woman should follow your orders. You know? So we shouldn't be beguiled or anything to any other doctrine or anything. We're going to get into that. It says, for I am jealous over you with a godly jealousy. I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Hamashiach. You know, this was Apostle Paul speaking unto the elect, man. You know? So that we will be presented to Yahweh, to Yahweh Shah as a chaste virgin, man. You know? One that has not been touched. You know? A clean vessel. Verse 3, it says, But I fear, lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your minds should be corrupted by the simplicity that is in Yahweh Shah, that is in Hamashiach. You know, he said, but he feared, like as Eve was beguiled, you know, by the serpent. You know, we have to learn from that situation. You know, and not be beguiled by all these other doctrines, man. You know, verse 4 says, For if he that cometh preaches another Yahweh Shah, whom we have not preached, or if ye received another spirit which have not received, or another gospel which have not accepted, ye will bear with him. You know, so if somebody's speaking other than the doctrine that's taught in the scriptures, you're supposed to be able to identify that, man. You know, if somebody's preaching in another Yahweh Shah, you know, like these other camps talking about the mark of the beast ain't the RFID chip, you know, or all these other doctrines that they coming up with, that America is not the daughter of Babylon, that's preaching in another Jesus, man. Preaching in another Yahweh Shah. And that's to be, that's a different doctrine, man, to pollute your mind. You know?
Spiritual fornication.
Yeah, that's spiritual fornication. You know? So that's why we supposed to, we got to know that we belong to the true power, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah, and you got to identify the men that he's dealing with, man. Which is starting with the apostles and elders at the Great Millstone, man, on down, with the doctrine that they preach. You know? You don't necessarily got to be in GMS, but you got to be preaching that doctrine, because that's the doctrine of the Lord, man. You know? So you just keep your eyes single, you know? You got something?
Okay, we'll read
The Revelations.
14.
This is Revelations 14:4, and it reads, There are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and to the Lamb. Let me break it down.
Yeah, it's going into us being virgins, man, that are pure and untouched. You know, by philosophies and doctrines. That's why I said you follow the Lamb whithersoever you go. Whithersoever he goeth, we follow the Lamb, and we don't answer unto another. You know, so we avoid that spiritual fornication by only dealing with our our husbands, which is the Lord. Which, you know, that's what the woman is supposed to do. You know, and the ones who don't do that, they gonna lead themselves into what, being impregnated by that RFID chip. You know, because they don't recognize it. They don't recognize that that's the enemy, man. They gonna follow him. Like I said, they gonna bear that other spirit. They might bear with them. You know, and that's what's gonna happen to a lot of our people.
You know. So Lord's will, you know, the elect hear this, man. You know, and understand the importance of following the true ways of the scriptures, man. Because you don't want to be led to the trip, man. You don't want to be tempted in the hour of temptation, man. You want to be kept. And the only ones that's going to be kept is the ones that's going to actually hearken unto the wisdom and the knowledge of the scriptures, you know? You know, but with that, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. You know, Lord's will, you know, this was edifying and it built up the elect. You know, Shalom.